Every component inside a computer depends on one thing to function properly, and that's power. But delivering power to a computer isn't as simple as plugging it in. Now, different components require different voltage, specific connections, and that's where the power supply unit or the PSU plays a critical role. Now, I'm James. I'll be taking you through this video series covering all the topics needed for the CompTIA A+. Now, in this video, we're starting with the Module A power supply connectors, where we'll focus on how power is delivered from the PSU to various components inside the computer. Now, this topic, also part of the CompTIA A+, an essential knowledge for anyone preparing for a career in IT, support, or hardware troubleshooting. In this lesson, we'll be looking at the purpose of the power supply, common power connectors and where they are used, connectors to the motherboard, CPU, storage devices, and expansion cards, and how to identify and use these connectors correctly. Understanding power supply connections is important not only for building and upgrading the system, but also for troubleshooting power-related issues safely and efficiently. So let's begin by taking a closer look at the different types of power connectors and how they are used in a computer system. Now, your computer main power supply unit, or PSU, comes from connectors that reduce and regulate wall AC power down to a specific low voltage DC power required by each computer component. Main PSUs include a variety of connector types, but not all. Traditional PSUs have permanently attached cables. Modular PSUs allow you to attach or detach cables as they needed. Semi-modular PSUs strike a balance between the two. Some cables, usually the motherboard and CPU cables, are permanently attached, while others are detachable. When selecting a PSU, you must identify which connectors you need to power the components in your computer. Modular and semi-modular PSUs can improve cable management and reduce cable clutter, which can improve airflow inside the case. Now, the 24-pin ATX connector is the largest connector on the PSU. It supplies power to the motherboard. An older ATX PSU, now this connector had a 20-pin. Now, the ATX 2.0 standard introduced a 24-pin connector. Many power supplies have a 2-piece 20+4 connector that works with either type of motherboard. Now, ATX power connectors are keyed, forcing you to insert them in the socket in only one direction. A 15-pin SATA power cable supplies power to a SATA-based hard drive or optical drive. The connector supplies 3 different power voltages: 3.3 volts, 5 and 12 volts. 5 pins are set aside for ground. Now, there's one optional pin that can be used to indicate disk activity or to stagger spin up. A 6-pin PCIe connector. Now, a 6-pin PCIe connector provides additional power for a PCI Express video card. By default, a PCI Express expansion slot draws 75 watts of power from the motherboard. Now, 6-pin PCI Express connector provides an additional 75 watts. A similar 8-pin PCI Express connector provides an additional 150 watts. By combining the connector with the slot's default wattage, you can provide either 150 watts using a 6-pin connector or 225 watts using an 8-pin connector. Some cards even use 2 PCI Express connectors. The 8-pin PCI connector looks very similar to the EPS 12 volt used by some motherboards, but the pinout is different. The PCI Express connector has a small plastic piece connecting 2 pins, which prevents you from inserting it into the EPS 12 volt slot on the motherboard. If the connector doesn't slide in easily, double check, make sure you have the correct connector. A 4-pin 12 volt power connector supplies additional power to the CPU beyond what the 24-pin connector can deliver. Some server motherboards require an EPS 12 volt connector. This is an 8-pin 12-volt connector that supplies more power to the CPU than the ATX 12-volt connector. The extra 4 pins are used for redundant power to power dual CPUs in a dual system. On some power supplies, you put together the ATX 4-pin connector to create the proper connection. If you have a motherboard with an EPS 12-volt socket, it might have a cover over the additional 4 sockets. While you can plug your ATX 12-volt connector into an EPS socket, it isn't recommended. You should remove the cover and use the proper EPS 12-volt connector. Now, a 4-pin Molex connector originally connected the IDE, floppy and hard disk drives. It is now used to provide 12 volts of power to different peripheral devices such as additional fans, video cards and case lighting. The connector is shaped so that you can insert it into a peripheral power socket in only one direction. And that brings us to the end of our introduction to power supply connections. Understanding how power is delivered to each component in a computer system is essential to building, upgrading and troubleshooting hardware. Using the correct connections in the right way helps ensure system stability and prevents potential damage to components. These concepts are part of the CompTIA A+, and they are fundamental skills for any IT technician. Take time to review the different connector types we covered. Make sure you can recognize where each one is used in the system. In the next lesson, we'll continue exploring power supplies, related concepts as we build on this foundation. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing so that you don't miss the rest of the lessons on our free complete A+ course. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.